So the other day, my dear friend Daniel sent me a gift, an audio book called The Darkness That Comes Before. I hope that's right. It's supposed to be pretty good. It was written in the early 2000s. But the problem is, I'm really big into Warhammer right now. I have this whole schedule of books that I'm going through that I read. And for about going on 2 years, I've been reading Warhammer pretty much daily and nothing else. But with one exception, Pierce Brown, I think his name is, the Red Rising. And then the second book, I got not even through half of that one and I gave up. But that was the only one. And it was also because of Daniel and my buddy Mike. They read these books. I'm going to get them to read Warhammer when it's all said and done. But I'm going to take a break from my scheduled Warhammer readings to read this new book. The audiobook, when I looked it up, is 20 hours long at 1.0, so 1.2 means maybe 16 hours. So that's probably about a whole week. If you do 4 hours a day, that's 4 days. I can't do 4 hours a day. So, it's going to take about 5 to 6 days to get through it. But Daniel said he's willing and open to do a podcast about this book. So I'm going to hold him to it, get him on the podcast, and sure way to do it is reading this book or listening to it. So stay tuned. Tonight's going to be my last night of some Warhammer content. I'm painting some Space Marines and some Tyranids that I got from a introductory set from our local Texas Toys store, supporting the local economy. But I'm going to be reading this other book, the something that comes before, the war that comes before, or the darkness that comes before. And I'm dedicating, precious Warhammer reading time, and we're going to do some podcasts. So stay tuned. And until the next time, like, share, and subscribe.
Man, I'm excited to get into this book, especially with somebody who's reading it for the first time. There's so many things that I love about this book: the world building, the characters, the philosophical aspects to it, the action. It's obviously, when you get into a fantasy book and you get into a series, getting all the names right, getting all the factions correct, I mean, it's impossible to do. That's why I've read it multiple times. But for somebody who's just going to be getting it for the first time, I'm excited to see their perspective. One of my favorite things about the book is just the relationships. It's got a great love story. It's got a lot of good sorcery, good magic. I think it's got a great magic system. And like I said, the philosophy. I mean, one of the primary factions of the book is this order of monks who have tried to tame the darkness that comes before. If you really focus on your thoughts and where they come from, it's very hard to decipher where they come from. And they come from the darkness, essentially, in this book, because if you try to sit there and clear your mind and not think, you have no control, you realize, of the thoughts that come into your mind. And so that's kind of the theory or the philosophy of the darkness that comes before. So that part of it, and just all the interaction between the characters and the factions that are leading up to this holy war that's about to happen is exciting, and I'm super excited to talk to somebody about it.